Welcome to Bathroom Break, episode 1. Here with JD.
Robbie.
Sam.
And Sean.
Here we go.
Okay, we gotta get on with our first topic.
What's our first topic? Sean, you want to talk about your girl?
No,
Shine had a fun weekend.
yeah, I had a
Sean, you
great
had a good
weekend. Found out, posted my girl's birthday on Snapchat, and then someone else posted it too.
Does the other dude go to our school?
Huh?
Does the other dude go to our school?
Nope. He's from Ohio.
From Ohio.
Totally different
from
state.
the great land of Ohio. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I just noticed he left a note on the board and here because there's different subs throughout the day. And he said, please make sure the kids know that they have to follow directions to a T and do all your work. And on the board, I don't even know how he wrote that because he called off, but it says if not, something's not done, you get a zero. So I just want to make sure you guys.
Okay, we'll follow that.
Thank you.
Alright, that was the ops.
No
That was
retakes.
the ops.
Keep going. Shine, continue.
Alright. So,
We actually go.
she was jumping boards, bro. She from West Virginia. I'm in PA. Other guys in Ohio.
So this is the tri-state.
Yeah, this is a tri-state area. And she got posted by both of us. And then one of my friends, she had both us guys on Snap and she saw both our stories. Text each other our snaps. We found out. I was like, bye bitch. He jumped back on. That's his problem now.
So how was your reaction?
Was he like dating her and you were dating her at the same time? Or were you guys both like talking?
Both
at the
of us
same
were
time?
talking at the same time and hanging out with her.
Oh, damn.
So-
She didn't tell either of us.
So
about
what was
either.
just your instant reaction seeing the other dude's post? What was going through your head? Just
Oh,
alarms?
dude, I was.
Are you mad that-
Heated. I was heated.
That's
My
the tri-state.
hands were shaking. Right?
The tri-state trap.
It's okay, Rob.
Trifle or whatever.
Trifle?
Trifle?
Are you- so are you, like,
Tri-state
mad at-
trifler.
Yeah.
Are you mad at the dude or are you mad at her?
Oh, I'm mad at her. I could care less about the dude. He didn't know either. He was mad too.
And you had to delete all of the girls off your Snap because she made you?
Yeah.
Well, meanwhile, she was talking to another dude. That's
I
crazy.
know. Dude, that's messed up.
That's crazy.
Oh, that sucks.
What a world we live in. And if we didn't have Snap, one of you guys didn't have Snap, you would never know.
Yeah.
What people do 20 years ago.
No, I did think of something to talk about.
That's how so many
Crazy.
people like Dr. Seuss got away with like cheating on their wives. It's like back in the olden days.
Dude, he's a smooth talker. He's Dr. Seuss.
Yeah, he's Dr. Seuss. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish.
Nice, I wanted to
First
tell you-
bitch, second bitch.
you want me to wait to talk about it, but I saw something online. It was like scandals that happened at your school, and it was funny because the one was like they were doing stuff like having sexual like intercourse on the bus,
Bro.
on the bus, and I was thinking like that can't be fun like, on the bus.
Where is this school in Ohio too?
It might be the same. It might be the same school. You know, the other girl goes to.
I mean, when the
that's
bus
right.
comes to a screeching stop, what are you going to do then?
Yeah, that's fair.
You didn't know I was young. What time is it?
44.
Go close that door. Well, JD, how was your weekend, dude? Any eventful things?
My weekend,
Yeah.
well,
Were there any scandals from our school in that actually, Rob?
That I knew about.
Like on the, like talking scandals from your school, whatever.
Well, there has been stuff that's happened on the school bus before.
At our school?
At our school, yeah.
I remember I was on the bus one time. It would have been like, I was in 6th grade, no, 7th grade. You know the little kid Gavin that's in the grade below me? And the kid Spencer that's in your grade?
Yeah.
Dude, so Spencer was talking to Gavin, and like Gavin wouldn't shut up, and Spencer just turns around and just hits him right in the face. It was the funniest thing, but I was all the way in the back of the bus, and Gavin's brother was on the bus, and he stormed the front of the bus where Spencer was. It was so funny.
No, so we used to be on on the bus in middle school, elementary school, like 5th grade, and we would we would jump over the seats.
You would hop the seats.
Well, there were probably a few times in middle school we did that too. but-
Yeah, I think so. I probably did that. I always slept on the bus, dude. I either slept or I listened to music. I remember one day I forgot my headphones though. I just set my phone up right here, but it was on like full blast, and the whole phone or the whole bus could hear that I was listening to Flow Rida.
dude, I had a bus driver that always chewed tobacco, always had a loogie in his mouth. One day, these kids in the back in the bus were talking about them doing stuff, and he heard them. He just smiled. And he's like, "Dude, that's nothing compared to what I do. Trust me." Whole bus cracking up, dude. Best days of my life.
Did he have like a spit can just sitting in his center console?
Oh,
on the
he
bus?
was the best, man. He was the best.
Was he your like elementary driver?
I think, well, no, middle school.
Middle
No,
school.
and I was in middle with high school kids.
No,
It's sweet.
I had a bus driver in middle school. Everyone talked about him. I was like, oh, this guy, he's the worst. You know, we finally came to it, and he seriously was the funniest. But I wish we had him, because the middle schoolers, once he like, so he actually passed away. He died in like a surgery, and next thing you know, we had this other bus driver, and then all the middle schoolers would talk the whole time. But if you talked at all, he would torment you. And so there was one time, this kid on our bus, he's always late. He's walking up. If you weren't to the spot where he wanted you to be, he'd drive right by. So he's walking up, and he's seriously almost there, and he just drives right by. and also, he would be like having to wait from the wait, because he would wait sometimes. He seriously, while he's driving, he would brake check you, so you would fall over. It was funny. I said if you swore, he would get mad. But he was way better than our other bus driver. That was so like, I mean, she was good, but I hate when the people talk on the bus.
Dude, my elementary bus driver was like a very kind lady, but she was also like mean and strict. So I was throwing an eraser like across the hallway of the bus. Like it wasn't like I was throwing it across the bus. I threw it at Ben, who lives right down the road from me. I threw it as hard as I could at him. And I didn't get caught, and then Ben threw it right back at me. But she thought I threw it the opposite direction. I got in trouble instead of Ben, even though she caught Ben throwing it.
Because of the mirror. It
Because
goes
of the mirror.
opposite.
Yep.
That's great.
So Sam, what happened to you this weekend?
Oh, it was a fun time.
Yeah, tell us the entire. If you haven't seen, all know what happened.
So I rolled my truck twice around a curb. So you know the road that our school's on? So I'm going up that road. I'm going speed limit, maybe 5 over, like it's 40, and I might have been going 45. And I went hard on the brakes around the turn because I didn't realize the turn was coming up that fast. And my back end fishtailed because there's like a whole lot more weight in the front end of a truck than the back end because I wasn't hauling anything with me. And my back end hit a railroad tie that's right across on the side of the road. And then that caused my front end to hit a big old rock that probably weighed like 400, 500 pounds.
Oh,
I moved
boy.
the rock out of the place as well.
You
But,
lifted 500 pounds.
No, I didn't lift it. My truck moved it out of the way whenever I hit it.
Oh, nice.
But I think I showed JD and Shine the picture. My tire came off the rim of my truck on that side where I hit the rock, and it just caused me to flip once. And I didn't really get too much air on that one because it was all downhill. And I rolled, and I flipped again, and my rear end hit like the branches off a tree. I rolled, and it was just a bad roll.
So how'd you get out of there? How'd you get out of there? You know.
Oh, it landed.
What do you do? Was it you still drive it home?
No, I could not. Oh,
Had to
as
tow
I
it
said,
out of
the
there.
tire was off it. Yeah, we called the garage that also has the buses,
Oh,
and they brought
boy.
a tow truck out. And luckily, I knew the trooper who showed up, and
Sweet.
he was nice. And a couple of Samaritans stopped. Killian stopped to see if I was okay because he was 30 seconds behind me. Because him and I stayed late after school to talk to a teacher.
Oh man.
Yeah.
No, dude, listen. No one saw for me whenever I wrecked last year. The only thing I saw was the first text I opened was Emerson going, "Were you that bloodied kid on the side of the road with the totaled car?"
Dude, there was
That was
people
Shine.
stopped for me, but like half the people drove by, didn't even ask. Like one of my friends, Caitlin, rolled down her window and at least asked if I was okay. But most of them just drove by. Like someone took a video of me standing next to my truck, didn't even ask me if I was okay. Just took the video of my truck and left.
That's people these days, dude.
The homeowner was super nice. She was just like, "Oh, just get us some grass seed to replace the grass and make sure the railroad tie and the rock are back in
Oh
place."
really? It was by somebody's yard. That was somebody's yard.
Yeah,
That's
it was this
crazy.
nice little old lady. It was just like a family farm place.
Who told you you have to get the grass seed? and stuff?
Her. She was like, "Oh, you get the grass seed." I got like I think a $30 bag of grass seed. It was about this big.
Oh, she told you had to get that?
Yeah, she was like,
Oh.
"Oh, I'm not gonna make this an insurance thing. You didn't ruin any trees in my yard. You didn't ruin my house. You didn't ruin any property of mine. You just ruined the grass."
Grass.
She was like, it's my front yard. Just get some grass seed and you can plant it next spring.
And they're like, screw you, I'm not getting grass.
Well, I mean, it's better than getting the insurance involved.
I mean,
that's true.
what insurance would you get involved? Like,
My
Homeowners
insurance, and
insurance.
her homeowner's insurance, and
Yeah.
then my insurance would be the one paying for
what?
whatever
Because you
damage
damaged
to
her
the yard.
rock.
I didn't damage her rock.
All you do is damage the grass. That's
I also
the most
broke
you could've
that.
done.
I broke that railroad tie in half, but we put that back in place and it looks just fine.
Well, then this insurance would go up too.
Yeah, my insurance would go over.
That's
and
true. That's true.
I got lucky there. And luckily, I was the only person involved in the accident. The other lane was a bus and then 2 SUVs behind it. Luckily, I didn't hit anyone.
Plus, when you get in a wreck when you're a youngin', that insurance rate through the roof, dude. They
More
don't even
trust,
trust you
dude.
to begin with, dude.
If I
Once
hit
you put
another
something
vehicle,
on
it would be
claim.
like triple right now. But my insurance is gonna go up like maybe like $25, I think. I'm
That's
not for
it?
Sure.
Mine is more expensive than like both my parents' insurances combined. Like
think it's-
double more expensive theirs.
It's gonna raise more for my parents than it is for me because my parents, it was their vehicle and not registered as mine.
Oh, really?
The only vehicle I have registered is my '73 Omega.
Were they all cool with it?
Yeah, my parents were just like, "I'm glad you're alive. You rolled your truck twice. You should be dead."
That's
So
what
we-
my parents said too.
It actually rolled it. What do
It
you mean by
rolled
roll?
twice. Like
It rolled
the
over?
whole truck just like
Holy crap.
did like a barrel roll. on the
Dude, that
ground.
must have been so fun. Like,
It felt like 4 seconds and 30 minutes at the same time.
that's crazy. Like I'm not saying like the result was something. Just like if you could just like have that happen to you and not
It
have
felt
the
like
result,
a very nice roller
that would
coaster
be
ride
fun.
for
Like,
4 seconds and 30
yeah.
minutes.
Like if you could not lose the result and just have that happen, that would be fun. Let us
They
talk
should
about
make that a carnival ride, JD.
I don't know. I never had that happen. It must have felt weird.
It didn't feel like it was happening to me. It felt like the aftermath of it felt like one of those, like, you ever seen those State Farm commercials where they'll be like, "Hey, Dad, I just wrecked my car." And the dad's like, "Are you okay, honey, or do you need me to come get you?" And then, like, it's like, "Yeah, the cops are here. I'm okay. I have one scratch." And it felt like that. It didn't feel like it was me actually saying it. It was
That's
like, "Dad,
crazy.
I rolled the truck."
That's how that's how me and you talk to each other. You're like, "Hey, Daddy, come get me."
So
You
rolled-
called me after the fact. You're like, I heard you were in an accident."
So you rolled it twice and it landed.
Yeah.
Wow,
Luckily
that-
it landed. or
that's
else I would've been, like,
fortunate.
No,
sideways.
Allison told me, and I said, I heard some idiot rolled their truck.
Yeah. I was like, it might have been me.
Which is funny that you told nobody, and then everyone finds out.
Yeah, it just took it was right by the school, so everyone was driving by
Really?
after their practices or after school. Yeah.
Yeah. How long did the truck stay there?
Like an hour at most. Like we got the tow
got
truck
email.
there at the time.
I keep getting emails, honestly. You can see all my business on there.
Yeah, it was
We
your
can probably
girlfriend's
blur it
too.
It's not anybody's gonna be watching this anyway. It's not like
Fair
That was
enough.
our first
Worry about that,
episode. Yeah, we don't have to worry about
yeah.
this.
This is the beginning.
But you can edit it out, actually.
Yeah.
But
We gotta make sure the audio is not hurt. We can maybe edit out the off swap.
Maybe not, man. No retakes.
no, I'm cool.
Once we start the intro, no retakes. That's the
That's
rule.
fair. We should probably only go for like 2 more minutes. So what do we actually have to do in class today?
Classical conditioning.
Oh. Is that like do we have to
We
submit something?
just had to do 7 to 10 sentences
Oh, okay.
with 2
I'll do that at
examples
home.
and like a couple definitions.
Nothing else. I'll make up an excuse
thought of,
why I
like-
didn't do it. I'll be like,
Like when the light
My
turns
head hurts
green,
from-
you're conditioned to like start going.
I'll probably just write about Pavlov's dog.
That's one classical condition. Like when the light turns from red to green, you know to
Is it like a
hit the
discussion
motor.
post?
No,
Yeah, or like
you
with
literally
a
have to
bell.
type
Wait,
it.
we gotta talk about why it's called bathroom break.
No, we should
On
probably save that for
episode
like a
one?
later episode.
Yeah.
No, we gotta save that when we take off.
Yeah.
We'll save that for like an actual like.
We got
episode where
actual
people
viewers.
listen. When people actually wonder why it's called bathroom break, there is a reason why. It's not just because it's 20 minutes long and you can listen to it while you're taking a shit.
That's one reason, but not the only reason.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of worried that like all our voices are gonna sound the same on this.
Yeah, true. I'm either worried about that or I'm worried like someone's gonna find it from our school and they're gonna share it around the whole entire school.
Hey, it could blow up at that point in time.
Dude, if it happens, we get mad views.
Yeah, the more
Yeah,
people that watch
dude,
it, the more views
Dude,
we get.
I'm honestly
Doesn't matter if they're for
and
satire.
no one's gonna mess with
views or
JD.
views
dude,
either way.
I'm even more worried that Emily's gonna hear this. 'Cause, dude, that would be so awkward.
views
What's
or
she gonna
views
do?
either
Cheat on
way,
you?
man.
Huh?
What's she gonna do? Cheat on?
Maybe me and her will go 1v1. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about one more, but. It's funny though seeing everyone around school now. Like you just had your car keys out. Everyone, it's so weird seeing people drive.
I know, man.
Especially just me is driving. I was like, oh, this is kind of freaking weird.
Because we were in like middle school, dude. It seems like 10
Dude,
minutes ago.
no,
It's
it was
crazy.
even weird for me because I was like one of the first in class because I got like junior or sophomore year. I got my license and I started driving in school sophomore year.
Did you always go to our school?
Nah, I started here sophomore year.
Sophomore. Okay.
Yeah.
I never knew about you until the whole incident. I never knew you even went to the school.
The one thingamajig.
I was like, oh, we have a kid here named Chynes.
How many people would it take for you to talk about that?
How many views?
Oh,
We need 500
dude,
views.
it would take a
500
lot.
views, 500 views.
Well,
We'll be there
A
with our
lot,
boys.
or at least give me until after February 8th.
Yeah,
After
until he's off parole.
Yeah.
I don't know why
random
we-
date in the year. It has no significance
Why
towards
is-
anything.
why is that random
Doesn't
day?
mean his parole.
He just
That's the end of probation.
No, man, no. 57.
I think we should probably,
57.
we should probably wrap it up.
Yeah.
It was fun, boys.
See y'all
Later.
later.